Hey guys, what's happening? Larry here from MMO Weekly, just giving you your Tuesday Rust play tip. This week we're concentrating on being successful in the 1C4 raid. I play mostly as a lone wolf, so I can easily grind out 1 or 2 C4 per play session. It'd be nice, honestly, to have 10 C4 just to kind of brute force my way through the biggest base on the server, but let's be honest, that's a lot of commitment and not going to happen every time. But if you would like to raid, and if you're a little bit good at scouting, you can really be successful and actually profit with just a 1C4 raid most of the time. So I'm going to show you 2 different types of bases you should be looking out for to be successful in the 1C4 raid. So let's go check that out. Alright guys, I talked a little bit about scouting out your base to be successful in a 1C4 raid. The first one I'm going to show you here, now this is the server I generally play on. I've already scouted these 2 bases out just to save you a little time, but you're looking for a scrap metal door, obviously because a 1C4 will get through that. Now, these are just 1x1s, could possibly be made into a base to look like this place is already rated. I would not personally waste my C4 on either one of these doors, and actually this one right here has a wood floor under it, so I'll probably just hatch it into that later. But these are the types of places where you're going to actually lose resources when you try to use your C4. It's just a 1x1. There's probably not much, if anything, in there. You might find a sleeper. I noticed this guy did put his metal wall on backwards, but I would not waste a C4 there. That you will lose. However, just down the road here, I did scout out a 2x2 stone base with a scrap metal door. Now that's what you're looking for. The 2x2 scrap metal door is probably somebody who has just started building a base. They're about an hour or 2 hours into grinding out resources, and they're just putting up stone walls to make sure that they are protected from somebody chopping down their walls. And they probably have about 1 furnace where they have just grinded out enough metal fragments so that they can put up a metal door and get that code lock. Now at that point, they probably don't have enough scrap metal to shore up everything in scrap metal the walls, so they just have the stone up. But they also probably have a lot of leftover high quality metal, metal frags they haven't utilized yet, and sulfur ore. Okay, now here is another base I've scouted, and this is the type of base I like. It's a 2x2, meaning it can contain a decent amount of boxes. It also has a scrap metal door on it, meaning it's going to take me 1 C4 to get through. It's obviously built by a newer player, which could be good or bad because all the walls are inverted. Now this could just be somebody's base, just so somebody wastes their C4 on it. I did scout this base out last night, and I saw a player playing here. So I think it's a legitimate base, and it's only going to cost me 1 C4 to get into. And the good thing is, even if I get in here and there is a an airlock, which I don't think there is, just the fact that it's mostly stone means if I wanted to, I could come back with a pickaxe and get through pretty cheap if I wanted to put the time. So here we go, 1 C4, and let's see if we can't profit here. Okay, sleeper, 3 boxes. We're gonna need about 1,500 to 2,000 sulfur to profit here, but we do have lots of high quality metal. It's the one. Alright, so as you can see, didn't exactly profit there, but we got some okay stuff. Hey guys, little bonus footage for you on the 1C4 raid. I forgot, that I had actually given myself building privilege on this yesterday when I was scouting this guy out as he was building his base. I thought maybe he'd build a little bigger and I could use the building privilege to my advantage. He went off and gathered a little bit. I snuck around and put myself on the tool cupboard. I didn't end up needing it because he just built this small place, but what I thought I would do is, since I didn't profit a ton off the 1C4 raid, I thought I would come back, be a little sneaky, put the scrap metal door back on, put a code lock on, and just not lock it, and see if this guy doesn't notice the green light, depending on how much he has played. He may or may not look at the green light as locked or unlocked and just think it's ready to go. He might go back out and start gathering more ore. Maybe I can just walk in later. Sneaky, yes. Mean, maybe, but Rust is a tough game. So I didn't profit a ton on this one, so I'm just trying to up the ante here and see if later on I can't come back and just farm them. Now, that's obviously going to happen before somebody else figure out the door's open, but for the little it cost me to put it on there, I thought it was a pretty good idea. So anyway, guys, that's the 1C4 raid. I did okay, and we'll see if I can come back later and do even better if this guy doesn't notice his door's unlocked. All right, guys, have a good one. I'm Larry from MMO Weekly. Check us out for weekly play tips. See ya.